Dzień dobry widzowie w kolejnym odcinku z gry Marvel's Midnight Suns.
You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside, being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
Jak muszę, to porozmawiać.
Where is Blade?
Skoro mam z nim porozmawiać, to mógłby to sobie nie odchodzić. Byłoby na pewno łatwiej.
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tangle with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
Now you sound like caretaker.
Now, if I was caretaker, I would work in some life lesson about fighting a four-headed Wendigo while shooting fire from my eyes. I'm just stating the facts.
Which are?
That you and this monster don't mix very well. Seeing as how he seems to have swallowed half the city, I think we're gonna have to do something about that if we're gonna stop Lilith and save the world.
Tu się zgadzam.
You have a point.
Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero, the old slimeball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked. Oh, you are gonna love this.
I just hope you brought me something interesting.
Dobra, do tego wrócimy później.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Think Doctor Strange.
A poproszę sparring z Karol.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
O, kapitan awansował na 9. poziom.
Good addition. Now let's get to work.
O, szybko Blade odszedł.
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with Venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that blade? He's an asset.
As an outsider, you two have vastly different approaches, but perhaps that is what makes you good allies.
Yin and yang, Hunter. Some jobs require tweezers, and some a bulldozer. You can't go wrong with a fully stocked toolbox. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
I can confidently say he is one of the more promising Dampiers I've ever fought beside.
That's some compliment coming from you. I have a feeling that's a very exclusive list. And I can say the same. Although my list includes probably just Blade. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later. Hey, can I ask a favor? Was that the first explosion you've survived? If so, you deserve a cookie. To be clear, I'm not going to bake it for you.
Dobra, Blade, gdzie ty jesteś, chłopie? Co, ty naprawdę się ukryłeś w jaskini?
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
To nie było miłe.
I am nothing like my mother, and it is offensive to suggest so.
You can deny the truth of what you are all you want.
Just, what do you think you saw?
You're telling
Akurat
me
na
you don't
relacji z
remember
Blade'em
what
mi nie
happened
zależy.
after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother. Calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I am surprised you scare so easily.
I'm not the one who should be scared. You're on the edge, Hunter. Fear might be the one thing that keeps you from falling off.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
Nie mam absolutnie o czym mówić. Dobra, mapa. Coś tam dozorczyni ode mnie chciała. Ale nawet nie wiem, czy chcę się z nią gadać. Ale jak już tu jestem.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask
Już
you.
żałuję.
I know you're on your feet.
O,
and
strasznie mnie irytuje
seeing
postać
after the
dozorczyni.
explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
No, caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion, it cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. Ugh. least cracked doesn't mean broken. Not yet, at least. You will have to work doubly hard to rein in your darkness. Your actions and words mean more than ever now. Make sure you use them with integrity.
I understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what... As you...
No dobra. No niby Doktor Strange jeszcze coś ode mnie chciał, ale... Ja chyba nie chcę nic od niego. Okej, misja fabularna, komu bije dzwon? A, jeszcze nie można. No to weźmy misję fabularną Deadpoola, kontynuujmy to, co było w poprzednim odcinku. Blade znowu w drużynie. To nie chcę. Nie widzę, czy ja to misję doktora. Weźmy tą misję Deadpoola. Do tego weźmy Kapitan Marvel i weźmy Spidermana. O, jeny.
Hydra forces are transferring some of their equipment out of this area, and you have a chance to intercept it. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
I'm all over it.
Awans, tak jest.
So that's how that works.
No i zawartość pierwszej skrzyni odzyskana.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Za to podziękuję. Nie lubię PwP'a. Nie czuję, żeby to była zbyt użyteczna karta. Mogę się mylić, no ale... No tu jest szybkie kopnięcie. O, jakby tak. O, nie doleciała do tego drugiego przeciwnika.
That's from my secret stash. Take that. This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
No i kończymy turę.
We will never forsake you. No place to hide. Shadows.
As long as I get to hit you back.
Whoa, trippy. Anyone else taste those leprechauns?
What the...
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like you've got another problem on your hands. One of the Fallen.
No tego się kompletnie nie spodziewałem, nie da się ukryć.
Thing looks good so far.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Confirm target on the move.
Venom hit hard. Wow.
Not bad.
Dobra, kolejna skrzynia.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the
I
other.
jeszcze brakuje mi jednego klucza. Który to koleś? Ten czy ten? Ten.
This is the only way.
Uła. No to była konkretna seria ataków.
Finally, it's my turn.
People will do anything for health insurance these days.
That's not right. I am the instant.
Jeszcze chwilę i Kapitan Marvel pewnie będzie znokautowana.
Coming here.
I hope I'm making a...
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key.
Łańcuch. A który miał kartę? Ten miał kartę. Raz. Dwa. Trzy. Cztery.
Might sting a little. Ah, you young whippersnappers and your aerobatics. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Okej, zawartość trzeciej skrzyni przechwycono.
That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining hides. And let's get you home.
I'm so tired of stitching up this suit.
I co tu teraz zrobić? I tak źle i tak niedobrze.
Are we excited? You know, you're pretty good at this. That's right. Hide your shame.
Oż!
Better call the ambulance.
Stay right there.
We're getting rocked out here.
To poszło kompletnie nie po mojej myśli.
I won't let you down this time. Die. Ruby.
Now where's that one that hit me? Is it that? I guess the gloves are off.
At least you have to take a nap. Good one.
No one. You should have let
I thought this was gonna be tough. Maybe they thought it was gonna be easy. Do we cancel out? Here we go. That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
No nie, no pani kapitan.
You!
Mother will never let me fall. But I thought we were friends.
Och, nie tym ruszem, co miałem.
I'm on it.
Mother, protect me. I won't forget this. Her will be done.
Just don't call an ambulance. I can't afford it.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
No i elegancko.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's head over. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
Just a second.
Sure, get some punch.
Już nie mogę się wrócić, żeby przeczytać tę książkę.
Looks like we're all here.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others.
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
I lost 300 years to understanding. I would not call that a success.
I would. Your sacrifice, whatever it was, kept the world from plunging into darkness. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the Art of War suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to The Art of War.
See you all next time.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
If it teaches me how to swear in Kree, I am in.
You don't need a book for that. Just hang around the war room when I'm running maintenance checks on Central. I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
I co, jeszcze z Blade'em pogadać.
That went better than expected.
I am looking forward to reading Carol's book.
Same here. Feels like book club is pointing out an edge we've always had, but never knew to sharpen. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
Chyba pójdę.
That is it for me.
Later then.
Okej. Nie wiem. Jakoś nie ogarnąłem, że miałem wybrać jedną z dwóch. Mój błąd. Okej, w pokoju dziennym jakieś interakcje mnie czekają. Doktor, kapitan,
Hunter?
Iliana czy Nico.
They're not always glamorous. These missions are still crucial to stop.
Yes? You have problem? Hunter, you need a hobby.
What? Like this?
No, something you can do by yourself during the bleak moments.
What is your hobby?
I paint nails.
Your hobby is painting your nails?
No, nails. For building things, I paint pictures on the heads of silver nails.
How?
Very fine brushes, steady hands, and a jeweler's loop to magnify the nail head.
I would like to see your collection.
Oh, no, I don't keep them.
Why not?
I drive them into my enemies. Demons react poorly to silver nails. We must do this again.
No i okej. Szkoda, że mogę wchodzić w interakcję tylko z jedną osobą. Okej, w kuźni dalej czeka na mnie doktorek. Tym razem z kapitanem. To może otworzymy sobie te cewki gamma?
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache, blurred vision, the urge to murder us all?
Oh, I am feeling the urge to murder now.
You do? I need to alert Caretaker. We should be monitoring you. Wait a moment. You're putting me on, aren't you?
Well, I am the hunter after all.
Haha, of course you are.
A czemu ten żart mnie przybliżył do ciemnej strony?
Without your ever-charming urge to kill. But in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now.
W końcu jest lekarzem.
And in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My caller I'm afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff. Almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely.
Yo.
You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away for my own sanity. I am deathly afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.
Kapitanie?
I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh, having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers. I gotta say, I'm loving our current book.
No dobra, i to chyba wszystko. Także idziemy, Lulu, do pokoju. Dzięki, że byliście ze mną w tym kolejnym odcinku. I do usłyszenia za tydzień. Piszcie w komentarzach, jak wam się podoba ta gra. Heja! Dobra, to jednak nie koniec odcinka, no bo mamy spotkanie z matką.
Here to gloat, mother?
Quite the opposite. I was concerned. I could not sense you after...
Your pet monster nearly destroyed me.
An unintended and unforeseen consequence of your continued assault against me. The mystical energies within our blood do not always mix well with off-worlders. But neither do the wards of your pretentious sorcerer. The venom creature is a calculated but necessary risk.
Risk? I thought he was your precious child. Be careful, Mother. You are starting to sound like Sarah.
You misunderstand me. Loving such a creature is the risk. What I do, as I love all my children. In truth, I adore Venom for the weakness he exposed in Sarah's shackle.
My collar?
Every revolution of self starts with the tiniest of rifts, an ever so slight splinter in the glass, a hanging thread begging to be pulled until it unravels all. You should be celebrating. That crack is the beginning of your emancipation from my sister's control. She keeps you collared because she fears you. They all do. Sarah wants to hold you back from realizing your full potential, the way she tried to hold me back centuries ago.
I am my own being. Not Sarah's puppet, not yours.
Then prove it. Tear off your collar. Become your true self. My poor precious child. I wonder if you even could. Once you're unshackled, you will finally be free to be yourself.
And who is that? Answer me!
No i teraz faktycznie pora zakończyć odcinek. Dzięki, że byliście ze mną po raz kolejny i do usłyszenia za tydzień. Eja!